Hello everyone. Welcome to this complete cell biology course. In this video, we are going to study cell biology from the very basics to an advanced level. This lecture is useful for inter students, degree students, NEET aspirants, and CSIR-NET aspirants. I will explain every concept clearly, logically, and step by step, so that even beginners can understand without confusion. So let us begin our journey into the basic unit of life, the cell. What is cell biology? Cell biology is the branch of biology that deals with the study of cells, their structure, function, and behavior. A cell is the smallest living unit capable of performing all vital life processes such as metabolism, growth, and reproduction. All living organisms, whether plants or animals, are made up of cells. Discovery of cell and cell theory. The cell was discovered by Robert Hooke in the year 1665, when he observed thin slices of cork under a microscope. Later, Schleiden and Schwann proposed the cell theory, which states that all living organisms are made up of cells and that the cell is the basic unit of structure and function. Rudolf Virchow added an important principle: all cells arise from pre-existing cells. This concept is very important for competitive examinations. Types of cells. Cells are mainly classified into two types: prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells, such as bacteria, do not have a true nucleus or membrane-bound organelles. Their genetic material is present in a region called the nucleoid. Eukaryotic cells, found in plants and animals, have a well-defined nucleus and membrane-bound organelles like mitochondria and endoplasmic reticulum. Plasma membrane. The plasma membrane is the outer boundary of the cell and is selectively permeable in nature. According to the fluid mosaic model proposed by Singer and Nicholson, the plasma membrane is made up of a phospholipid bilayer with proteins embedded in it. Lipids provide flexibility, while proteins perform transport and receptor functions. Transport, exam important tone. Substances move across the membrane by passive transport, facilitated diffusion, or active transport. Active transport requires energy in the form of ATP. The sodium-potassium pump is a classic example and is frequently asked in NEET and CSIR-NET exams. Nucleus. The nucleus acts as the control center of the cell. It is surrounded by a double-layered nuclear envelope containing nuclear pores. Inside the nucleus, DNA is present as chromatin, which may be euchromatin or heterochromatin. The nucleolus is responsible for ribosomal RNA synthesis. Transcription occurs in the nucleus, whereas translation occurs in the cytoplasm. Endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum is a network of membranous tubules. Rough endoplasmic reticulum contains ribosomes and is involved in protein synthesis. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum lacks ribosomes and is involved in lipid synthesis, detoxification, and calcium storage. Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus functions as the packaging and distribution center of the cell. Proteins synthesized in the endoplasmic reticulum are modified and packed in the Golgi apparatus. The cis face receives materials, while the trans face releases them. This directional flow is very important for CSIR-NET questions. Mitochondria. Mitochondria are known as the powerhouses of the cell because they produce ATP. They are double-membraned organelles with inner folds called cristae. Mitochondria contain their own DNA and ribosomes, supporting the endosymbiotic theory. They show maternal inheritance. Lysosomes and peroxisomes. Lysosomes contain digestive enzymes and are involved in intracellular digestion. They are often called suicide bags of the cell. Peroxisomes are involved in detoxification reactions and contain the enzyme catalase. Cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton provides shape, support, and movement to the cell. It consists of microtubules, microfilaments, and intermediate filaments. Microtubules play a key role during cell division. Cell cycle and cell division. The cell cycle consists of interphase and the meiotic phase. Interphase includes G1, S, and G2 phases, with DNA replication occurring in the S phase. Mitosis produces two identical daughter cells, while meiosis produces 4 haploid cells and introduces genetic variation through crossing over. Cell biology is the foundation of all life sciences. A clear understanding of cell structure and function helps in mastering genetics, molecular biology, and biotechnology. If you understand concepts clearly, you can easily answer both objective and analytical questions. Thank you for watching. Keep learning and stay focused.